Ahoy, independent artists. You guys want to get some money? Ooh. Or you guys take two. Ahoy, independent artists. You guys want to make some money? Anywhere? Have you started yet? Have you DSP? Have you SoundCloud? Have you BMI? I said SoundCloud. Have you Sound Exchange or BMI? Those are important things that you have to do as an artist. So let's get into what you would have to do to start your music career. Okay. Let's say that you've got tracks, you've got songs, and they hot. I feel like I gotta drop. Right? But you really don't know where to even start on your journey for that. What do I do in that regard? In that case, I've got songs, I don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I hit SoundCloud? Do I hit YouTube? What should I do? Okay. So the very first thing you should do, and take this from the word of a wise, it's gonna sound stupid, or it's gonna sound like, I don't want to do that. It's not gonna sound stupid. It's gonna sound like I don't want to do that. A lot of people are lazy, and if you do this, you'll be ahead of, I'd say, about 70% of independent artists right now, artists in general. So the first thing that you want to do before you even get anything, before you YouTube, before you DistroKid, before you United Masters, whatever, very first thing that you want to do, BMI. You go to BMI.com. You're gonna know it's them because they talk about music. It's a music label artist. Apply for it. Artist. If you're a label owner or whatever, do what you gotta do. They got categories and section, but if you're an artist, do the artist one. It's free to do the BMI. Why do you want to get the BMI? Because you want to get that special number that they give you. I think it's called a IISC or something like that. And you get that number. Every time you drop, you get that number, and then also in that same website, what you want to do is you want to go on there and you want to register your music. It should have, like, at the left side if you're on a computer, left side of the screen after you log in, it's going to say register my tracks, right? So you register your tracks before you even drop them. Why? Because if somebody sees your track and they like it and they're thieves, you know what I'm saying? We got thieves out here. That's the kind of age we dealing in. They can just go put their name in, say I'm this, that, and, especially if they know your first and last name. I'm this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? They can claim your music. Or if somebody already has a similar name as you, they might get mistaken for you with streaming services when you finally do put your music on streaming services. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to do. Register your music with BMI. You can register every song, so before you even put it out, you can register. And as soon as you put it out, it'll be registered from BMI. You can start getting checks. Before that, I'm gonna be honest, here's just a shadow step. If you really want to get ahead of the game, before you do that, get a financing statement. No one's gonna say this. This is something that nobody really, they don't know this, bro. Or if they won't tell you if they do know it. I don't know why they won't tell you this. But get you a financing statement. Every state has their own financing statement. Get your financing statement with your name on it and send that to whatever DSP you're gonna use, right? Or the BMI, all of that shit. So they know that this is you. It's my shit. I'm locked into it. Boom. You can put after you get your BMI number, you put that information in the collateral section for your financing statement, right? Boom, 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 boom. So now all this shit owned to you. You want to make sure you do your shit right. You get your copyright, your trademark, do what you got to do. That can come later, or you can do it first. Smart people would do it first. So trademarking and financing statements. Look them up if you don't know what they are. This isn't what this video is about. Second thing that you want to do after you do the shadow step and then the first step, after you get your BMI, you register all your stuff appropriately, because this is an important step. People don't think that those first two are important, but they're more important than you can know, because you can get money. You can get so much more money if you get your publishing royalties, your performance royalties, and then even your just like your general basic distribution royalties. Make sure you get all your money, because what are you doing? You're independent. You're not rich. You have to do them all, right? Okay. Second thing you do, get your now it's time for your DSP. Now you go to DistroKid. DistroKid's $20 to start. You go to United Masters, or like $50 or $100 now, or something like that to start. Something like that. I don't know. But DistroKid's only $20 if you don't got it. I know it's hard to spend that $50. I say this though, when it comes to music in this industry, the more money you put down towards something that's actually legit and relevant, the more you're gonna get back out of it. So make sure that you always do that, okay? Make sure you always think like that. You don't want to think, don't cheap yourself. You cheap yourself, you're gonna get cheap results. It just is what it is in the music game. Don't pay for a bot playlisting. If you see any of those companies talking about playlisting and all of that stuff, yeah, sounds good, but trust me, man. Trust me. Do your research before you do any of that stuff. Go in depth, go to Reddit, all of that shit, because these are real people who are talking. You always want to go to sources, first-hand sources when you doing your research with stuff like that, because you don't want to throw money away. You don't want your project to be taken down. You don't want your credibility to be hurt. So never do bot playlisting, or never do bot playlisting, and do your research when you are doing playlists. But you get your DSP, get your boom, DistroKid. So now you're on DistroKid. All you gotta do is upload your cover work, your cover art, you know what I'm saying? Upload your song, make sure it's quality. Boom, it's gonna go out to all streaming platforms. They'll let you know when it's time, you know what I'm saying? When your stuff is out, you know, you typically take less than a week for most artists to get a song out there. So you can plan ahead. You could even time it ahead of time. So if you wanted to come out on the 23rd of a month, I would do it like a week later, like maybe on the 14th, or a week earlier, like maybe on the 14th or something like that. And then just, you know what I'm saying, it can drop when you want it to drop. These are the best ways to do it. These are good artist strategies. A lot of people don't do it like this. They just kind of run and gun and do it kind of sloppy. So these are ways that I know for sure work. I know that it for sure it makes sense. And why you waiting for your thing to come out on your DSP? You got all this time to promo. So let's say you say on the 23rd I'm gonna drop, but on the 14th you put the music in your DSP. That's digital streaming platforms for y'all who don't know. So that United Masters, DistroKid, etc. Right? So what you want to do is you get that whole week to promote your song. So on that 23rd, your shit come out the way you want it to come out, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, it dropped when you want it to drop. Now your fans can come do it. Now, if you've seen the other video, I'll make another cleaner video to like really talk about fan curation and generation. But if you've seen the video, then you already know. Now that you got your fans or you got some content, you can start generating or pushing those moves with your fans. Start interacting with them. Start talking to or potential fans and make them fans. You know what I'm saying? Talk to them, engage with them. You know what I'm saying? That's what engagement is. Get that engagement, that real life, person to person, even if it's virtual, and they're gonna keep coming back. So if you didn't know how to start your music career, this is totally how you start your music career. There's plenty of other tools you can use, plenty of online sites that you can use to get your music out there, to expand your music, you know. But I personally use DistroKid. I use DistroKid because I get all of my royalties 100%. Let's not be naive, guys. They take something, but you get mostly what you're supposed to get. You know, it's 100% royalties. And you know, it's just easier. You know, like I used United Masters in the past. I used the Muse in the past. They just wasn't for me. You use those are cool. But DistroKid I know works like this, so that's why I use DistroKid. They are the easiest to work with, if you ask me. You know, and you can also upgrade your DistroKid for label purposes. So let's say you start creating your own label, or even you just want to appear as your own label. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just your artist name, LLC, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things. This is how you start your first video. This is how you start your first song. You know, this is how you start your career as an artist. This is how you get it out there. If you use DistroKid, it'll be on most streaming platforms. When your music or your artist profile starts to gain some traction on anything, they'll start to just push your music out everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? They're already pushing music out in most platforms, but they'll start pushing it out more with more popularity you get. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. If you like this video, you found some knowledge in this helped a little brother, little cousin, or whatever the heck, maybe your uncle or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it helped you, please press that like button, hit that subscribe button. We do more than just education over here, but we will have a lot more education content coming out when it comes to what you can do in the music industry, and maybe I'll even tell you guys a little bit more about what I got going on. You guys can see some of the behind the stuff that I'll do in the future, or the stuff that I'm doing just in general with my music, so you guys can follow along my journey as well. But for the most part, I think that covers everything in this video about how you actually start your music journey. Again, like I said, there's other things that you can do. Perhaps I'll leave some links so you guys can go straight to BMI and ASCAP and all of that kind of stuff, and DistroKid, you know, if you guys just want to start up. So I'll throw a link in the bottom here, and you guys take it easy. Again, I hope you found some enjoyment out of this, and take care. Peace.